Welcome to my channel. Let us assume today we gonna start another new episode in sequence. We'll solve this math first. Okay, first prove that the sequence un is a null sequence. The sequences un null sequence, null sequences. Okay, number one is un is equal to n factorial by n to the power n. Un is 4 to the power 3n by 3 to the power 4n, and un is b to the power n by n factorial, b greater than 1. Okay, so let's start. What is null sequence? We know that the sequence un is said to be a null sequence if it is converges to 0. If a sequence converges to 0, then it is a null sequence. Okay, and we have the theorem. What is the statement of the theorem? Let un be a sequence of positive real number and if and limit un plus 1 by un is equal to L if 0 lesser equal to L less than 1, then limit un is equal to 0. If L is greater than 1, limit un is equal to infinity. This is the sequence. This is the theorem. Okay, another theorem same. If limit un m and if 0 lesser equal to m less than 1, limit un is equal to 0. If m is greater than 1, then limit un is equal to infinity. Using this theorem, we will solve this math. Okay. Let's start. For the first one, we will first find un plus 1 by un is equal to, what is the value of this, n plus 1 factorial by n plus 1 whole to the power n plus 1. Okay, into in factorial. So n plus 1 by n plus 1 into n to the power n, then n to the power n by n plus 1 whole to the power n, 1 by 1 plus n whole to the power n. This is the value of un plus 1 by un. Okay, and limit un plus 1 by un is equal to limit 1 by 1 plus 1 by n whole to the power n. Then the limit is 1 by e, which is less than 1 since e is greater than 1. So from the above mentioned theorem, earlier mentioned theorem, we can say that since the value of the limit un plus 1 by un is less than 1, so we have from that theorem limit un is equal to 0. So un is a null sequence. Okay, so this is how we can prove the first math. Second one, since there is power, so we have to take un to the power 1 by n. So for the second one, we find u to the power 1 by n. So what is the value of u to the power 1 by n? 4 to the power 3 by n, 3 to the power 4 by n, to the power 1 by n. So what is the value? 4 cube by 3 to the power 4. So the 64 by 81, which is also less than 1. So limit un is equal to 0. So un is a null sequence. Un is a null sequence. Okay, let's do it first. Let's do the third math. un b to the power n by n factorial. Also you will find un by the un plus 1 by un first. So the b to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 factorial into n factorial by b to the power m. So in the uppercase will be b, and that will be b plus b by n plus 1, and then limit n tends to infinity, un is equal to limit n tends to infinity b by n plus 1. So or limit n tends to infinity b by n plus 1 by n, that will be is equal to 0, which is less than 1. And from the above theorem we can say that, from the above earlier mentioned theorem we can say that the sequence un is a null sequence. So if you have any question, ask me in the comment section, and if you are new in my channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.